Welcome back to Guernsey Shipwrecks. I'm JP Fallais, and today you're probably going to come out and have a look for some scallops. Scallops are getting a little thinner than they usually are because still having a little bit of problem with octopuses. Well, I don't see a problem with the octopus, but the fishermen are having a problem because it's affecting their living. They are basically going in crab pots and nicking their catch. And they take a couple of scallops. We do see they make a little garden around their house with scallops. But it's not the end of the world, certainly for us. We're getting told now they're becoming less active. Sea temp's about 8 degrees, 9 degrees, and air temp is about 5 degrees, and that's degrees Celsius. So where are we going to go? I'm not sure. We might go north, we might go south. As you can see, the day's okay. It's not too bad, to be honest. Bit overcast, a little bit chilly. The wind is meant to be, well, everywhere else in the UK has got Storm Ewan, and it's pretty severe, to be honest. I think Galway had winds of 114 mile an hour. There's been quite a bit of destruction, but little old Guernsey, we're fine, falls free. But we have had a bit of wind yesterday, and probably going to be a bit of wind for the rest of the week, 4, 6, 7s, which to be honest is kind of normal for us nowadays. As you see, the carrot flag is saying it's almost due north. North in Guernsey is that way. And this thing's pretty cool. This is what we call the Model Yacht Pond. Its real name is the Model Yacht Pond, but when you're from Guernsey you just call it the Model Yacht Pond. And basically this was built on top of this, what is a breakwater, because there used to be a pond, a big naturally forming pond under St Julian's emplacement over there, on St Julian's Causeway there. Because they built that over there, then they had to build this for the kids to put their little sailing boats in, and now the yacht club use it for the, I don't know what they're called, are they topper dinghies or something like that? It's not very deep, you can stand up in it. In fact, yeah, you can see the bottom. It's about 2 foot deep. Quite a bit of water here. There used to be a windmill that filled up from the corner here. Yeah, it's nice when it's like this. You can hear the compressors going. There's Dive Guernsey over there in their bunker. They're in a World War II bunker. It's Matt Eaker pumping tanks, ready to go out diving. And that's where we should be going, so let's make our way back down the boat. Birds, Matt. Birds, Matt. Birds. Oh! You alright? You alright?
Got it away?
Oh, the sun! Welcome back below the waves. I'm JP Fallais, and you're going to join us on another dive. It's the normal script. We're out looking for scallops. I think I found an old bottle here. It's not mega old because it's clear. It's got a very good shape to it. Probably whiskey. Bit of coral growing on the bottom. I think we'll slide that in the bag and have a look at it on the boat. Looks like a nice one there. We haven't gone anywhere special today. We're heading down towards the south, outside Fermain. This place is well, everyone dives here. Everyone goes down this bit of strip of seabed. So we might see some. Everything I've seen so far has been too small. Probably say I'm on a 10% chance of getting one that's big enough at the moment. There's a little fish here. It probably looks nice on the surface, but on the bottom it's a little bit dark. There's a little bit of stuff in the water, so it's just causing us a little bit of darkness. And with Mish, it looks like she's found something. Oh, I know where we are. The chances of hitting these diving are very, very slim, but somehow we manage to do it every time. This is part of the Beaufort. This is part of the drum winch, the mechanism in the middle, and just to the south should be the, I don't know, part of the winch, the centre part of the winch where we seen an octopus a couple of weeks ago. So let's go and check if he's still there. It's not far away, probably 5 metres. There we go, you can just about see it. God, look at the empty scallop shells everywhere. I think someone's been having a feast. You remember, he was just down near Mish's left hand. Oh look, she stole one of his stash. Hope he doesn't get angry. She found a full scallop. He must be taking them back and eating them at his own leisure. They are so brainy. Ah, just a crab under there. He's out, I reckon. Must be out hunting. Or maybe he's hiding behind this. Let's pull this out of the way. Nope. It's not there. Did anyone have any eagle eyes? I certainly didn't see this on the dive. But I think I might know why the octopus isn't there anymore. Let's go back to that bit of footage again, see if anyone else can see. Anyone notice that big conger inside there? Well, chances are he's either scared him off or potentially he might have eaten him. Anyway, we might never know. He might have left that burrow when the conger came along and swum off to another one. So we kind of know where we're going now. We're heading in the southerly direction. We're going to hit 2 trenches. Both of them are the power cables that come into Guernsey. So we're at the first one around about 10-15 metres from that bit of wreckage. Another 20 metres swim and then another one. And then we'll probably head off down the slope, depending on what the viz is like when we get there. Certainly looks okay at the moment. Certainly been 10 minutes of very small scallops. Good that there's plenty there, that's for sure. Loads and loads that are there. They're just all too small. Doesn't look like it, but I'm actually following this trawl cable. Quite a nice little reference. There's two of them that go from here almost right the way down to Amfrey. I don't know how long they are. 200 metres maybe, possibly longer. It's quite a good way to lead us back to the reef, to be honest. And that's kind of where we want to be, is next to the reef. Here we go. 10 minutes 39 seconds we've been so far. And this is how dark it is with my lights off. It's nice to show you how dark it actually is. And this is quite close to what I'm seeing in real life. Maybe less green. But I don't like it with the lights like that. It makes you feel a bit cold. So let's turn them back on. I'm not quite sure what that is. Oh, some sort of rock. Now our dust cloud's caught up of us. We're going to have to give it a couple of seconds. Wait for this to clear. I've been told now what the collars signify. Well, I know one of the collars anyway. When they go white, that's an aggressive stance. So that one that I said was, you know, quite okay with me being there, it obviously wasn't. Because when they go white, they're aggressive. The tide is trying to pull us away, so I'm okay in the tide. I'm just dug in, but Mish is having to hold on to that cable. Oh, he looks interested. He's coming out. Maybe he's just being a bit inquisitive. We'll wait here a couple of minutes and see what he does. Fingers crossed he comes out, because I haven't seen one out walking yet. And I say he, it could be a she, I haven't got a clue. I don't know how you sex these things. See how close we can get without scaring him. That's another thing I've never really looked at. You see the little siphon on the side or his funnel. Just opening and closing. I have read on the internet that all of the arms for the females have got sockets to the end. With the male, there's one of a special appendage, a special arm without sockets on at the end. But obviously I'm not going to be able to tell that. Not from here anyway. I wonder what it's thinking about us. It's really looking at us thinking, you know, why has this thing got loads of bright lights on it? Probably the first time it's ever seen a human. And there's two of them. It's quite calm, to be honest, sticking his head out the hole. Don't know if it's just me, but it looks like its two front arms look like a massive moustache. Oh no, Mish is going to try and bribe it out the hole. I think he's going to be too brainy for that. Any second now he's going to put a tentacle out and pull it inside. Any second. We've only got 9 minutes left until we're going to go back up. Plenty of air. Oh, we got a couple more minutes watching this. He's starting to turn white when I get close. But he's not coming out. And plus we don't want to get him used to eating scallops, so we'll have that back. He didn't want it, so we're taking it. A little bit scared that I wasn't going to get enough scallops, so I had to turn the camera off for a little bit while I collected a few. Now we're headed down to the reef. I haven't noticed my light is in front of the camera yet. It's probably because I don't realise I'm actually recording. This is the ideal place for scallops here, all this nice soft sand. I'm sure there'll be loads around here. It's almost time to go up, so I'm going to get Mish to clip her bag onto mine. Yeah, just what I thought. There is actually loads around here. You can see them everywhere. Not all of them are big enough though. I reckon there's at least 10 keepers here. This is what they call a little honey pot really, because they're swimming up the scallops in here. They're sort of kind of trapped into a little area, so they can't swim away. Cornered as it were. Okay, maybe they can swim away. Ah, I've got it. It's almost time we need to go up. Missy's got 2 minutes left. We are getting shallower, but I think we'll go up now. I'm only going to say that's just about okay. It's good for us. We only need 2 dozen anyway, and we enjoyed ourselves. It's absolutely freezing. Nice bit of practice here. It's actually crazy how hard it is to reel like that, and there's only a few scallops in the bag, but there's definitely a technique to it. Tend to bounce it and then reel it when the pressure, or the bob is pulling it back up. So it's kind of take this weight off the reel.
I think we done okay in the end. Certainly the same amount of scallops there, they're just a little bit harder to find. All at the end of the dive. Not a very good bottle, but 1929 onwards, as you can see the seam goes up through that neck, the lip there, look. Pretty cool, eh? I'm pretty happy with that. Back it goes. Oh yeah, look at this bastard one. That has got a calcium deficiency of some sort. It was almost like it wanted to be a smaller scallop. Prevented itself from... Yeah, I think we'll chop that one back. Here that are quite small. That one. There's a few that ain't even going to get to see the gauge. Too small. Now this is a brainy scallop, because he's big enough, or is he? No, he's not. He's not big enough, because look, doesn't touch. Lives another day. 26 for mesh, 32 for me. One blue bucket full. Sun's coming out for you, Matt.
Eh?
The sun's coming out for you, look.
The bum.
The sun, not the bum.
The bum was like...
Not the bum. What is a bum? What is a bum? It's a big scary animal.
Huge pointy teeth.
For all the women out there, it's the life of Brian. No women seem to like it. Every bloke would like Life of Brian.
Many women would know that one.
No.
It's trying to burn its way up. We've now moved location. Secret location. Middle of Belgrave Bay. Oh no, Refe. There's the Refe Cardinal boy. Oh, right in front of the harbour.
Right, time for the second dive. I'm in first and Missy's going to follow down my line as usual. I think I found a cannon. Only joking. It's not a cannon, it's just a rock that's shaped like a cannon. This bit of the seabed looks really cool. It's nice sandy patches and some big boulders every so often. We're at about 18 to 20 metres of water here, just below the kelp line. Oh, I'm not quite sure where she's gone. I'll swim around this little bit of reef for a couple of minutes. She might have an issue with her ears. That's weird, some like worms growing up the bottom of the rock there. You can tell where the sand blows up against it, because the tide's gone the other way, it's pushed the sand away. When the tide turns again, it pushes the sand back. That's why there's a little gap along all the bottom of the rocks where there's no sea life. Just is normally covered under sand. There's a little velvet swimming crab hidden down the gap. Oh, looks like an octopus's garden. Loads of empty shells. No, maybe not. Looks like a conga's moved in there as well. Well, maybe the congas are sorting them out a little bit. Can't be too sure, but I'd definitely say this is an octopus's garden. The conga isn't absolutely massive. It's probably only about 8 to 10 pounds. What I need to do is have a look at the shells and see if I can see damage of where they've been prized open. Normally when we shock them they're really clean when they break. So let's check these. Oh, that one's got signs of being ripped open. Just in the corner. Come on, Mish, where are you? Nice bit of driftwood there if anyone likes doing stuff like that. Like a nice ornament, that. Oh, this could be a really old bottle. Free blown bottle. I doubt it is, because when they're standing like this it means they're probably broken. And it's moving too easy, so it's definitely a broken one. Yep. It's just the push up, just the base of the bottle. Looks like a sand pontil, which is where they push it up in the bottom. Quite old. 1700s, 1800s. Right, I better head back to where the that rock is. Mish might be down by now. There's the conga hold. Basically just swam around in a very small circle. Really only about 3 or 4 metres. It's quite a bit of debris down here, look at this. Chunk of chain, couple of links. Right, I really don't think she's coming down, so I'm just going to carry on now. Can't see any scallops anywhere. Some of the colour of the rocks around here look amazing. Some loads of dark blues. Look at this rock. Completely covered. Looks like a piece of like glasswork. Milano glass or something. Let's take a closer look. This is some sort of sea squirt. You can see where both of them are fighting each other for territory. And here as well, that line. Don't know what they are, but they look incredible, especially up close. Right, I've come back to where the cannon stone is, which is this one, and I missed that on the way down. Literally I landed there. So just goes to show, if you can get your eyes peeled, you miss scallops, and I'm sure I miss more than I get. And this is where we started, so I'm heading back towards that conger rock, so take a slight change of direction and go off to the left. nice scallops around here. It's just hidden in this little, well, probably if you've watched the channel before, you know I hate this little red seaweed. Gets everywhere. Sticks on your bag and then within 2 days it's absolutely stinking. Do you see that one? Probably too small. No, looks okay. If it is too small, we gauge them on the boat, we throw them back in the area that we've just dived through. Try and put them back roughly in the same place. There's no point collecting them all up and moving them right up the coast, because then that means there's less chance of this area keeping at the level it's at the moment. We do try and look after the area. I think everyone does in Guernsey, to be honest. Look at this little thing. It's cool. The reason we look after it is because we've all got kids and we know our kids would love to do this as well. My kids aren't old enough yet, but as soon as they're qualified to dive, I'm sure they will be coming out with us. The same as Matt does with Harry as well. I'd like to think the ocean was in a better place than before I started, to be honest. I'm not quite sure if that's going to be achievable or not. There's all sorts of sponge around here. We're just shallow enough for all this sponge to sort of come through. I mean, this yellow boring sea sponges, you do get it very deep. See it down to about 45-50 metres. These rocks around here are especially colourful. Full of nudibranchs as well. It's just a shame my eyesight isn't good enough to see them. Oh, octopus hole? Nope. Tiny little fish in there though. These are nice areas for scallops. Sometimes they swim up in here, like we seen on the last dive. That one isn't alive. It's just a shell. And as I say, we're seeing plenty of empties. It's normal to see them all here at the edges of reefs. It's not really normal to see them like this. I wonder. Holes. Could only be an octopus. See if anyone's home. Say hello to him as well. Can't see anything, but it's quite a deep hole. The chances are it's probably further up the reef. Maybe in this hole. Yeah, but can't see any octopus in there. I'd say that was definitely his hole though, that one. $120 bar left and 13 minutes. It is lovely round here, but don't be fooled, there is sinister stuff as well. Nets, diver's worst nightmare. But let's like concentrate on them. Let's have a look at the nicer stuff. Just like that, I was almost out of there. She's getting sold. Got to get rid of her.
big old engines on it. Is it an Astral 105, I think, 105 metre. Similar to NCAP, but a different company from Tasmania. You can see it rocking already and it's completely flat smooth. Jacuzzi!
Hey?
Jacuzzi!
Oh yeah, jump in.
Shall I jump in? Chill bubbly.
Thanks for coming along on another dive with us. If you enjoyed that, please leave a thumbs up and also comment. I like chatting to you as well. Thanks a lot, and I'll catch you on the next tide.